Hey guys, how's everyone doing? So, just going to do a nice, easy tutorial on creating a pipe with a bit of a bend. Uh, Obviously, some people will find this already easy, but for those that are just starting out and just getting into 3D printing and wanting to make their own uh, parts or designs, then obviously this might offer some assistance. So, we'll start with a new sketch. So obviously you have to select a plane, or a face to um, start your design. So that's obviously if you just want to do something flat in the bed, and this is where things start raising. So obviously you should already be aware of your X, Y, Z axis and everything like that. So just depending on what you need to do will depend on which you pick. So we're going to start with the bottom of the face. And I like to use a spline tool. I like to use controlled spline. It just makes it a little bit easier. Well, I find it does. So I need a little bit of length in mind. So this is actually going to be a vacuum cleaner part for my vacuum because it decided that it wanted to break. Okay, so I'll tell you right now, this isn't going to let me do it. As you can see, it's a bit sharp up through the center part there, but we'll see how we go. So if we go over to create and go to pipe, okay, so it did let me do it, which is sometimes you'll find that it won't allow you to create the pipe because it's body link set or something like that, or it comes up with an error. It just means that the curve is wrong and there's possibly too much curve. Now, I actually need my outside diameter to be 35.5. Now there you go, there's the error, see that? So if I go back to 30, it'll let me do it. Then if I go to 35, there you go, there's the error. Alright, so what we need to do is we just need to play around in here a little bit. So we're just going to curve this a little bit more. And we'll give that one a go. Let's go back to create pipe, select where we want to do it, and go to 35. There we go, it's going to be 35.5. And again, it's saying that it doesn't want to let me do it. But that's because I selected 3,535 instead of 35.5. Let's try that again. There we go. So it helps if you select the right numbers. Now, I also want to make this hollow. So as you can see at this present stage, it is solid. So we just select the hollow, and then we can just pick the thickness of the wall that we want. So it's not the thickness of the hole itself; it's the wall. So I only need mine to be say 2 millimeters, and as you can see, we now have a piece of pipe. There we go. That's one angled pipe. So what I need to do now though as well is I actually need it to step down. So I need the next piece to actually fit, obviously, to have the vacuum cleaning part, because that part will go straight into the head of the vacuum. Now I need it to fit the pipe. Now the issue with that is that it's only actually got an OD of 33.5 millimeters. So that would mean that I need it to step down in one part. So I'm kind of going to do something a little bit different here. If it lets me go home, let's just escape out of that. No, it's not going to let me go home. Okay, fine. So now we're going to do another sketch. We're going to do it on the bottom. Zoom out a little bit so I can move my screen around. Alright, so we're going to start from here. I'm only going to come out, I don't know, we'll make it 20 mil. And then I will go create pipe on that piece. Now it's instantly actually going to make the pipe exactly the same as the last pipe. Now, as you know, I don't need it to be as thick as what I originally made it. So I need it to drop down to what was it? 30. Sorry, I'm just taking a measurement. What did I need it to drop down to? 34 actually. So I needed to drop down to 34. So that would mean that I would need a wall of 1.5. So what that would mean now is the wall itself will actually step down due to the fact that I have changed it from obviously 2 mil, which would have dropped it down to 33.5. I've changed the wall to 1.5, which means obviously it allows the slightly bigger pipe fitting to go into it. So that is how you actually create a hollow bent tube, and as you can see, there it is there. If I was then to go obviously make, we'll go 3D print, I select that. I am using Cura. As you can see my step in there. See that step? Wait for Cura to load up. Takes a bit of time. Yeah, so you can actually see the step right there. So I know that it's worked. I know it's given me that little bit extra that I needed. Sorry, my Cura takes a little bit of time to load. Doesn't seem to like it when I'm in Fusion. Alright, just drag this one across, and there we now have my pipe. Now obviously I wouldn't actually print it in that way. I would actually rotate it. So just go 90 degrees, and that's how I would actually print it, like that. And there's the pipe. You can see the step in there. There's things you can do to make it smoother in the step and everything like that, but that's just a quick, easy way. And also that means that my pipe will actually, when I insert my vacuum cleaner end, it will hit that part and not go any further. So it'll make it smooth once the pipe, once the vacuum cleaning pipe is inserted. And there we go. So nice, quick, easy tutorial.